I think the biggest W and the biggest win of this entire season is the fact that they extended Marty St. Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And all the players are happy about it. They all said how, he fits the core of this team. He's the heart of the team.
But he proved it. Like I said, the first year was the first year. It's like, okay, whatever. Now he's on his second year, right?
Yep.
And then next year was his last year, basically.
Yeah. So they extended him for another 2 years. Yeah.
He proved, like, everyone said, okay, you can't expect him the first year. He's first time coaching, first time everything for him, even for the players and all that.
Yep.
And you saw what he did in the second season. So they like, okay, it's working. So you're going to stay. And said, players are happy, media's happy, fans are happy.
What did Gorton say? He's the right man for what we're trying to build.
He also said
verbatim.
Yeah, he also said that we don't even know who Marty St. Louis is yet. He keeps surprising us every fucking time
in an incredible way.
Yeah, like, every press conference he adds something that you didn't even know he could fucking think of.
There's
like
nobody like him, dude.
The way he thinks the game, the way he approaches the game, the way he approaches his players, the way he presents himself to the players, to the media.
Look, I honestly think he's a gem, Sam. Like I really like. There's not many out there like him, even in the coaches pool, if you will, of all coaches available or caliber, NHL caliber. I think he's just a different species.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Especially for what like the modern way of hockey where it's going, and how how he speaks philosophies and like mental health and the way he approaches things and all that stuff. It's exactly what the future lies for the hockey. So like I said, he's literally the piece of the puzzle that's leading the puzzle for this whole rebuild and for the next 5 to 10, 15 years, I would say.
There you go. Thank you for saying that, Zook, because I was just about to say Marty St. Louis is the first coach that I can see being in Montreal for a decade to 2 decades, like a Lindy Ruff or
Lindy Ruff going back to Buffalo,
and that's why I said it. But
look at John Cooper,
Barry Trotz, who was in Nashville for a while. I think Marty St. Louis is going to be one of those coaches. He's not going to lose his room. I think he's going to constantly adapt to the times. And the two things that I was just about to say about Marty himself is I'm the best at getting better. And then the second thing that I also took away from that press conference is as much as he wasn't sitting at that table, I think Marty St. Louis, we said it, you just said it, aligned with the goals, but I think Marty actually has his input. I think Marty actually gets to put his stamp on the moves that get made.
Not only that.
Yep.
Sorry to cut you off, Chris. Continue that statement.
No, I'm done. I'm done. All yours.
But not only everything you just said, sorry, I cut you off because of the lag, but all that you guys just mentioned, he also fits the plan of this team. Because you throw in a Patrick Roy in this mix, if we would have went with him, it wouldn't have fit this journey that this Hughes and Gorton was trying to build. I think having a Marty fits in the story of what these guys want to build. And like I said before, you're building a team from the beginning, young rookies, building chemistry from bottom up.
It includes Marty. Yeah,
it includes Marty. Marty had no experience in as a coach. He's a rookie coach, but he was also a rookie player back in the day that had a lot to fight for to move up in this league and prove
the underdog. So now
he was the underdog, like this team. All these young players that we have on our roster need to prove something, and Marty fits that lifestyle. That how do you say that story?
It's pretty much that. So, and I think people tend to forget that Kent Hughes and Marty spent many years together because of their sons in the college hockey world within the Boston area, I believe, or at least the Massachusetts area. So Kent Hughes knows Marty very well. So as much as that hiring might have come out of left field, Like, he knows him well. But Cantu said it. He goes, one of the big reasons why we hired Marty is because his whole career, again, he was the underdog, underside, not the biggest, not the fastest. He goes, but the reason why he had such a successful career is because he was the best one at getting better. He was better than everybody else at getting better. And so I think Cantu saw that attitude in him, not just as a player, but now he knows he could put that as a coach. And that's why they hired him. And it's working. It's working. Yes.
I think that's why they drafted Slafkovsky.
Well, I think that I could
remember when they drafted him. He wasn't the most skilled or gifted, but he was one of the picks that wanted to learn more. Pair that with a coach that makes you better. There you go. You have a beast forward. You have a guy with the highest fucking ceiling, and sky's the limit for Slav. And now you're starting to see the results of Marty St. Louis.
Yeah,
his mental, his work ethic, paired with.
I just think the in terms of just the way Slafkovsky progressed as a 15, 16, 17-year-old in a league of men, living on his own with the pressure of an entire nation on his shoulders. Okay, you could play with that in a market like the Canadiens, where your projection is long-term success and not just a few good 5 years or 6 years. They're projecting him to be better than that, or at least for him to. He's projected to go long term, not short term. That's why they got him. But I truly believe it. A part of it has to do with a coach like Marty. He will thrive under a coach like Marty. I believe that.
Yeah,
I truly believe that. Let me ask you guys this: for years now, we've been. It's the same narrative and. Maybe most of the time true, how players don't want to come here because of media, fan base pressure, media pressure. Hold on, Anthony. Don't blow your load just yet, buddy. Just like no. So you know where I'm getting at, but like the weather, taxes, all that bullshit. For me personally, I think that's changed. I think a lot of players love to play in a market like Montreal. I just think circumstances didn't present themselves. I truly think a lot of players didn't want to play for some of the coaches we had in the past. Yeah. I think Marty now is going to be respect.
And I think Patrick Roy would have ruined that.
Wow. Okay, that's interesting. But I want to know if you guys agree with me. Do you really think Marty now is going to be that reason that players want to come here? Because Jeff Gordon said it in the presser as well. He's like, he's going to be one. He's going to be players will want to come to Montreal a lot because of Marty. I'm quoting Jeff Gordon here.
Yes, I think that the reason for that, we keep seeing his approach, but he's not going to be like. I look at John Tortorella. I feel I love John Tortorella. I genuinely do.
Me too.
I love a lot of like Lindy Ruff going back to Buffalo is to get them disciplined and whatever. But I find that there are even Ken Hitchcock back in the day. There were certain coaches that would bounce around the league when a younger team needed to get their shit together, needed to get disciplined, needed that like hard figure to get them settled into the league. And settled in as men. And Marty's not that. We've always said it. Rob Brindamore is the English version of Marty. Yeah. Very similar to that. But Marty is going to be somebody. At the end of the day, he's going home to do his own homework off the post.
God.
He's going home to do his own homework. He's going home to prep a new game plan. And that approach, I'm going to say it like this. Marty's always going to be approaching his players with a discussion. What do you think about this? I think this might work. Maybe let's adjust this. And it's not, what the fuck are you doing? Screw your head on straight. Get everything in line. And you do not lose a room by taking the approach that Marty has. And on the long run, you're always working at your game. You're always getting better, which is his strength. And at the same time as doing that, you never lose the guys that are with you. You're in the battle with the guys. You're not against them. You're not pissing them off. And that's why I see him that 10, 15 years. He's dynamic in every sense of coaching. And he's not that one mold coach. He's going to be dynamic, and he's going to adapt, and he's going to learn, and he's going to better. And, the game gets tougher, he's ready to get tougher. The game gets quicker, he's ready to get quicker. The game slows down, he will figure it out. I don't have faith in other coaches to do that. And for that reason, when you have a pleasant discussion, a true coach who's going to get the best out of his players, that's when you have other players from outside of Montreal and outside of the organization who start to say, fuck, I want to go work on my game with Marty St. Louis. He's going to challenge me, and he's going to push me to be better. He's going to do so in an environment that's amazing. And when we win, there's no fucking better place in the world to win hockey games than your Montreal.
But that's not it. That's exactly it. I don't think. Yes, right now, currently, people want to come here for Marty, but I think eventually that narrative is going to change a bit. They're going to want to come play for this team, for this management. The way, what's the word I'm saying? Boston. How did they do it? They built the team. What's the word I'm looking for?
Mentality.
The organization?
Culture.
The culture. That's it. They're going to want to play here because of the winning culture.
Yeah.
And I think this is it.
Like the Red Wings in the mid-90s.
Oh,
and
my
Chicago,
God. Yeah. And with Scotty Bowman, too.
I'm
and
going to say
Steve
this
Eisman.
now.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this now, and I've been saying this for years, but I think this is it. If Leafs do not win this series, this team is
imploding.
And Marner is a good chance that Marner is a guy who
he's coming to Montreal.
But no, I'm not saying
I wouldn't mind.
But it's something that
not at that salary.
He doesn't look like
a Marner? Did you say Mitch Marner?
Yeah.
I don't touch that piece of shit.
He doesn't look like a Hab in my opinion.
He's the only Maple Leafs hold on a second. Wait, hold on. Before we even get to Marner, I really want to add one thing to both Anthony's point and Chris's point. Chris, the best example you said about Marty was the fact how they let Kirby Dach into the coaching sessions and the training sessions and the video sessions. And Marty asked him, what do you think? Marty wanted Kirby Dach's input. Kirby Dach's season was done. He wasn't skating, wasn't playing, nothing. He still let him be part of the video conferences, the video sessions, coaching sessions off the ice, and a couple of times asked for his input. So just that alone, Chris, like I'm happy you mentioned that earlier. Just that alone could be. No, but you mentioned you didn't give the example, but you mentioned how Marty looks like he asks the players input.
The discussion. Okay.
Yeah. So that's it. That's all.